You'll think of it.
Yeah, but unfortunately, it'll be in a day or two.
I never owned one, to be honest with you. All my towers, they have tilt-over bases, and I use a snatch block pulley with a chain around a tree and a big, heavy lineman rope that I got. I used rope Penelec had. They were getting rid of them. They had to replace them every once in a while. Anyway, I've been using that to raise and lower my tower when I need to. I keep it out of the wetness and everything. I try to keep good care of that rope. I'll probably never get another one like it. But anyway, it's a good inch and a quarter in diameter. I tie that onto a steel cable that I have hanging down the side of the tower, and it is bolted with a cross bar. Goes across the inside of two of the tower legs, and then I just tie a rope to that cable and run it through that snatch block, and then I bring it over to my bumper on my pickup truck. And once I get that tower started over with usually a 3-foot long piece of pipe or so, get underneath the base plate and get it moving. Then I go and get in the truck and I lower it down and then do the work on the ground and then raise it back up again when I'm done. But believe it or not, being as big as I am, tall-wise that is, I never did like heights. I get nervous on a step ladder, so I'll let you guys handle the climbing. Go ahead, Bill.
Well, my U.S. tower's got the bracket, so I can, crank it down, put the motor, and then tilt it over, force it to start, and then let the winch out and tilt it over. The only trouble is the beam is so big. It's it's an 8-meter boom. So when you tilt it over, it doesn't go all the way to the ground. The tower doesn't. When you get the end of the boom down, you still need a step ladder to go up there and work on it. But I'm used to that. That's not so terrible. But I had a second tower back in Illinois that I brought over also, and I never put the second tower up. It was a smaller 50-foot aluminum tower. It had a classic 33 on it, and I keep thinking I'd put a 40-meter beam up, but I don't know that 50 feet's worth the effort to put it on. Besides, I can work anybody that I can hear. It'd be nice to have a beam on 40, but what the heck. Also, I got this coming fall, Crozet down off South Africa is going to be on the air. FT0, I don't know what it is, FZ0 or whatever the prefix is, but next to North Korea, that's the only outstanding one I've got. And I don't think I'll get North Korea, but I'm going to get Crozet. All bands, all modes.
Okay, Bill, good deal. I've never been one much for contesting nor DX chasing. I've worked all around the world, mainly on 40, 20, and 10. I fired up one time on 15, and I worked New Zealand first contact there. But, gosh, I don't know. I just get on and rag chew mainly. I wanted to comment, though, that I was never really that afraid of being up high. It's just like being down low. But since I had the first operation on my spinal cord back in 2001, I've had extremely poor balance. And I was stumble into doors. What happens, my body will begin to go off balance, and the brain will send a signal to the legs saying, hey, you're off balance, do something, but it doesn't ever get there. and I just fall over. That's why I'm kind of shy about walking near people, and because I'll stumble into them, and it's never going to improve. So now I kind of feel terror if I go near the edge of the roof. I don't want to do that anymore. And I wanted to comment that this is the 5th iMac 2000 antenna that I've had, and they're not all created equal. I've noted some do receive better than others, and the one I have up right now isn't the greatest one I've ever had, but I try to call the factory and ask about that, but nobody ever returns the calls, so